It's time to take off your clothes, enjoy clothes-free living, and join us for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
Welcome to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, the show that celebrates clothes-free living for all. I'm your host, Frank Stone.
And I'm your correspondent, Lisa Monroe, and I'll be reporting on all things within the naturist community. So it's time to get naked and join us.
And enjoy clothes-free living on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 17 today. Thank you for being with us. The water is fine. Just dive in. We have hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill. We have vegetables and fruit and other side dishes off to the right. We have some coolers off to the left, packed with everything. Do you like soft drinks? Do you like juice? Do you like beer? We have all that. Just don't have too many beers and walk near the pool. That's all we ask. Or if you do, walk slowly or with assistance. You know what I mean. But what a great way to spend the day. It's naked at the pool, naked under the sunshine, the slight breeze. Well, on today's show, we will have an extended segment with Lisa Monroe, our weekly naturist correspondent, coming up in just a couple of moments. We will also have part one today of my interview with the terrific HELEN BERRIMAN from the UK, a big part of British Naturism. She and her husband both, Simon Berriman, are big wheels in the world of naturism. That's my term. They don't say that. That's my term. But they go everywhere promoting clothes-free living for all, including going on regular nude walks through town, which they can do. They can legally do that in the UK. We can't do that in the USA. But they do, and they are very healthy promoters of naturism. You might remember HELEN BERRIMAN was on a show earlier this year in the UK. We'll talk about that during the interview. The equivalent of Good Morning America or the Today Show in the USA. And she was fully nude on the show during the interview, so we'll talk about that. She is also the Women in Naturism coordinator for British Naturism. That is a post that had been previously held by Donna Price, and then HELEN BERRIMAN took over. It's very similar to what Linda Weber does in the USA. She is the co-chair of WINNER, which is Women in Nude Recreation, a part of AANR, A-A-N-R. So today, part one of my interview with the terrific HELEN BERRIMAN. I know that you will enjoy that. You are listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 17 today. We really thank you for being with us. We enjoy this time together. We look forward to it, we plan for it, and we crave it, and we absolutely enjoy it, and we know that you do too. As you can tell by the music that has been sneaking up on me the last few moments, it's time to go out to our weekly correspondent all about naturism, Lisa Monroe. So let's bring in our weekly correspondent and hear what she has to say today. Hello, Lisa Monroe. How are you today?
Hello, Frank. I'm doing great. How about you?
Not bad. Always good to see you. And you're always, as I've mentioned before, always smiling, always ready to go. You never come in a nasty mood, which I appreciate a lot because we have a lot of that in society. But you're always in a good mood. That's good.
Well, thank you. I try to be. My father always told me to wake up like a chicken in a new world every morning and forget whatever had gone on the day before. So he said, if you go through life with that attitude, you know, you might get smacked down, but the next day you're fine.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to do, but you know, you try.
So I want to talk to you today about something that Donna Price posted on Twitter recently. Up until a few years ago, she was the British Naturism's Women in Naturism coordinator, and she stepped down a couple of years ago, I believe. And that's when HELEN BERRIMAN took over, who just happens to be our guest today. Total coincidence, not planned that way. Donna posted it, and we asked her if it's okay to discuss this, and she gave us permission to do so. But it has to do with, what do you think is or are the biggest challenge or challenges facing naturists today? So I thought we'd go through her list and get your response, and then I'll weigh in as well. So this is basically things that might prevent people from living the naturist lifestyle. The first one, the weather. Is the weather a factor for you, or have you heard that for others?
I certainly have heard it for others, but for me, the weather's always a factor. I am one of these people, if it gets under 80, I'm freezing to death. So,
Yeah.
I live in Florida, but guess what? It gets under 80 and I've got the Afghan over me. It's 74 air conditioning. I have the Afghan over me. So it's a challenge to be a naturist when you have that intolerance to any kind of temperature.
We want to thank again Donna Price for posting this and for giving us permission to discuss it. If you, the listener, have anything to add, go ahead and write us. Everything is in the show notes as far as how to reach us, and we will pass your answers along to Donna Price as well. Lisa Monroe, always great to see you and talk to you. Thank you for being here, and we will see you on the next show.
Okay, Frank, great to be with you too, and appreciate everyone listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. We have so much to talk about, so let's bring her to the show this morning. From the UK, Helen Berryman. Good morning, Helen. How are you today?
Good morning, Frank. I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad at all. Just living the life. And it's, where I live over in the U.S. in Florida, it's still very hot every day. But somebody told me just yesterday it's not really the case in the U.K., right? It's starting to get a little chilly now.
It's not too bad today. It's warm enough to not have any clothes on, so that's a bonus.
Okay.
It's dry.
Yeah.
Simon's doing the gardening, so it must be all right.
All right, so it's warm enough to be outside with no clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Okay.
I guess it depends on your threshold, how much cold you can take.
That's true.
So the idea was that we would go to a naturist place and all the naked people would draw me as the clothed model, so like a reverse life drawing session. So I did go on the understanding that I would keep my clothes on. But again, it was really hot.
Yeah.
About an hour into it, I felt really stupid being the only one fully dressed, sweating. And so without much thought, I took it off and nothing happened. It was like, everyone just kept drinking their tea or doing whatever they were doing. And that moment I was like, okay, I get it now. People are talking to me, not my boobs.
Right.
People didn't care if I was naked or not. It was just like, that's the moment I thought, okay, I get it now, Simon.
The terrific Helen Berryman, doesn't she have her act totally in gear about naturism, nudism, clothes-free living for all the right reasons? We need more people like Helen Berryman to spread the word. You can find her on Twitter, Helen Berryman 17, and she's also a big part of British Naturism. You can contact her there as well. Well, thank you for being with us today on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 17 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.